and found an obviously deceased female in the street in that area. They began to work the scene, and shortly thereafter, the male suspect arrived back in the scene and was quickly detained by sheriff's deputies. He was later placed under arrest for homicide. We can confirm that a stabbing instrument was used in the commission of the crime. That weapon is still outstanding. There was an ongoing relationship between the two, and we believe this is an isolated incident. There was no ongoing threat to the community. We are not releasing the victim's identity right now, pending notifications to family. And anyone with information on this incident is encouraged to contact the Sheriff's Office, specifically Detective Brandt with the Sheriff's Detectives Bureau. And I'll be happy to take any questions.
Lieutenant, we know that possibly this woman was a mother. Do you have any information about children present at the time, or did anybody else witness this?
There were witnesses to the assault, but at this time, preliminary indications are that the children were not present for the crime.
We've also heard some reports about the kind of weapon that was used. Do you have any more details? Was it a large knife or a sword, or are you waiting to find the murder weapon still?
Based on the scene, we believe that a stabbing instrument was used in the commission of the crime. We do not have specifics on that instrument. It is still outstanding, so we can't provide specifics as to the nature of it.
And you described the woman as being obviously deceased. Is there any more detail you can say about that?
We're so early in the investigation currently that we can't provide any additional details.
And the relationship that they shared, was there any type of restraining order, any type of thing that would keep them separated, that maybe he showed up anyways?
At this time, we know there, or believe there to have been a relationship. I don't have specifics as far as if a restraining order was placed, served, etc.
And then in terms of calls to the victim's home, had there been calls previously just about domestic violence or anything of that sort?
I don't have specifics on that right now.
Do you just have any thoughts about your career as a law enforcement official and seeing something like this happen in broad daylight in a residential neighborhood to a young woman who has obviously lost her life here? Any sort of reflection on the troubling nature of what's happening?
Well, anytime someone loses their life, it's certainly a tragedy. As far as the shocking nature of it, I do know that the deputies that first arrived on scene were a little beset by the scene. We are providing them peer support. We're also providing support for the witnesses that were on scene as well, because there were several civilian witnesses. So certainly we're providing them support based on the nature of the crime.
And is the suspect cooperating? How did you all know that he was a suspect when he returned back to the scene?
I'm not prepared to discuss that at this time.
Are you releasing the name of the suspect at this time?
No, we're not.
Why not?
It's just early in the investigation, and it's my understanding that he suffered a medical emergency. So we're still working on that aspect of it.
And the kids of the woman, were they also, are they children that the two share?
I don't have that information, I'm sorry.
And when we talk about the nature of the crime, I know that sources have told us about the beheading aspect of it. Can you talk more about what injuries the woman sustained?
Like I said, it's so early in the investigation, we don't have information as to the cause of death. And as far as specifics of her injuries, just based on the recent time frame of the call and the early nature of the investigation, we're not prepared to comment on that.
You see the medical examiners on scene if they removed her body from the scene, or your crime scene investigators still processing everything here?
I believe they're still processing the scene. So a certain, with any homicide, scenes take a bit of time to process. And again, this is so recent, you know, we're talking within the last 4.5 hours. So.
And I know that the kids weren't present during the assault. Or did they walk up to the crime scene at all? Did they see their mother?
I don't have that information.
The suspect was there when you guys arrived there. You said he committed the crime, left, and then came back. When he came back, were you guys already there, or was he already there when you got there?
When our deputies responded to the scene and started to process the scene, it's my understanding that he was contacted in the area, in the surrounding area, but he was not at the immediate scene.
And was there a fight inside that maybe brought everyone outside, or what was the situation prior?
We're still processing her apartment. Again, this did happen in front of her residence. So the crime occurred in the street in front of the apartment residence, but we're still in the process of securing warrants for those locations, her residence as well as his. So we should have more on that at a later time.
So did you have to kind of talk him back to come back to the scene?
It's my understanding that they just contacted him in the area voluntarily.
Was his medical emergency self-inflicted?
I'm sorry?
Was his medical emergency self-inflicted?
I don't believe so, but I don't have that
Do you have
information.
any info on what it was?
I don't.
Medical emergency?
No.
Was he known to police at all?
I believe that there had been prior contacts with him, but as far as specifics of what for, I don't have it.
And prior contacts related to the victim?
I don't have that information, I'm sorry.
Sorry, can you repeat some background information about the name of the person and time and date when the beheading occurred?
So the homicide occurred at approximately 11:50 a.m. today, and we're not releasing information related to the victim or the suspect at this time.
And where are the kids now?
I'm sorry, I don't have that information.
Did you do your name and rank? You did that already, right?
I don't think I did.
If you can give us your name, spell it, and your rank and stuff.
Sure, sorry. My name is Eamon Allen. It's E-A-M-O-N-N. My last name is A-L-L-E-N, and I'm a lieutenant with the Sheriff's Office.
And how long do you guys plan to be on the scene today?
I don't think we can really confirm specifics as far as a time. I mean, scenes take a while to process, both with the crime scene examiners as well as the coroner. And then sheriff's detectives have to serve the warrants, so they'll be out there most of the evening, I would guess.
And are you guys searching for the weapon in the area?
We haven't narrowed down a search area for the weapon, so there was ample enough time for him to have concealed it, within some distance. So we're not really narrowing our focus as far as the search for the weapon at this time. So it's a pretty broad scope.
Was he on the street walking around or in a car or something when y'all contacted him?
The suspect?
Yes.
It's my understanding that he was walking, I don't know if it was on the sidewalk or in the street, but he was on foot.
Okay. About how far? A couple blocks
From the
away?
scene,
Yeah.
it's my understanding that it was within a couple blocks.
And did they live together, or was that the woman's apartment?
I'm sorry, I don't have that information. I know that she stayed there with her children. I don't know if they were cohabiting.
Did you say how many children she had? Can you say anything?
It's my understanding she has 2 juvenile children.
Under 10?
I don't have the ages, I'm sorry. All set?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys. Sorry I don't have anything super exciting for you.